Hey everybody, I just wanted to make a quick video. So for PvP, so like the higher levels, just going to show some matches. So kind of how I do this is I play four different leaders, and basically what I do is I'll just use the off one, whatever one's not one of my three top, is I'll play him up, so I don't really lose ranking. So I'll play Beast right here until he surpasses one of the others. Then I'll play whichever one's lower. Probably going to be, Undead. So that's kind of how I do it, and it's just a way so I don't. My progression keeps only moving forward. So you don't have to do it that way, but I just kind of helpful. So anyway, I'll just show a few videos of some decks that I've been using and some gameplay. Have a good one. All right, so I'm going to first start with some Jaina gameplay. So you'll see that pretty much all of my high-level decks for this map include the Harvest Golem with the Stun talent. The Chickens one is also pretty strong. I like the Stun better, though, just because you get the 3 seconds once they kill him, and then he comes back to life, and then you get another 3 seconds. So that's like 6 seconds of a lot of one tanking, and it just gives your guys a lot of opportunities to take them down. So how this works is basically when you play Jaina, your spell level is increased up 3 levels, and then of course if you have the talent that I'm using, it also drops the gold requirement 1. So the goal here with the Harvest Golem, like I said, is to just kind of distract. I tried to use the safe pilot to get the spear guy, but just didn't work out. So, but you'll see he's being very aggressive with his mana. That's a 4 mana spell with a 5. He's got a lot of mana on the board. So, and then he's also just used Chain Lightning. So he's kind of played his hand. This is a level 9, so he is high level. So I played Safe Pilot there to hopes to get this guy dead so I can at least mine the gold, which I got one of. But he's got the Dark Spirit Troll. So basically the whole point of this deck is to not take damage on your main base and to just defend while you're using Execute on the other side. And then usually you can just win in overtime because his base will be more dead than yours. So that kind of was an interesting play. I probably shouldn't have done that just because I was hoping that I was hoping Safe Pilot, because I have a 9, would like take out that other guy, but it didn't work out. The healer. So I used Quillbore there to so that my error guys would, he'd suck up the damage, but he had other plans for me, but he did just waste a crap ton of gold. So now I'm going to Safe Pilot the Dark Spirit Troll once he's in range. And even as offensive, you see how see that, look at, he's stunned. And I got, what, 3 or 4 hits off before he can even get to me. And that's just how strong it is. Look at, now he has to get close enough, and there we go. Yeah, mine died, but it killed his, Jaina's only a 3 gold mini. And yeah, he has a resurrect spell, so he came back to life, but still. So this gets a little hairy because that guy's talent right there is he will target another structure. So unfortunately for me, that's the building in many cases. Luckily it didn't do it that time. But I'm just trying to stay alive. I got a 40 some odd seconds left, 45 seconds left, and it's literally just all about surviving. So we're waiting. But look at the stun is just so crazy. Because what is he gonna do? He's got to charge at me, and he can't get to my base because he doesn't have any mini that will do that. He can throw a few spells on me, that's true. He's got the ice one, but I mean, he's got not very much time left, and he's got to deal with my Harvest Golem. So we'll see what happens here. Yep, that makes sense. But watch, stun. There's the first stun. And I played that just because I know that I was he's going to charge me. Yeah. Oh, he actually charged my base, which is not good. But anyway, as you can see, I'm still not worried. Even with his attack. We got 45 seconds left in overtime, and he's in trouble. I'm going to stun him for another 6 seconds here. Yep, he's going to play that just fine. I'll execute, and even if he gets through another rotation to get a blizzard, it's not going to matter. And he knows it. So, but basically this is the strategy. So my B strategy is a little more aggressive. All right, so let's see what's next. I don't think that's going to give me enough points, so I'll probably be playing Jaina again. We will see. Actually, I have Beast now, so my Beast deck is very similar to my Jaina deck. However, I have a Prowler in there instead of the guy with the big hammer. I don't know what his name is. But yeah, so I have a Rend here. So he is if you look at his rank, you can look in the upper right-hand side. He's a Dark Iron level. So he's the next level above me. So he's outranking me. And he's also a 10. Anytime I play a 10, and he's got Deep Breath. So he's really outranking me. So usually that's not a good sign. Usually if I can just, survive, if I make it in overtime, I'm happy. Sometimes I beat them with a little bit of luck on my side. But outside of that, just going to try to survive. He's got a lot of 10 units, and he's definitely outranking me. So we will see. Yeah, and he's also, if you look, he's got a gargoyle coming at me too. So here's my clutch move. Stun, stay alive. That gargoyle is going to be a problem, but luckily I got my good old harpies to deal with, hopefully, most of him. Except for that. Freaking, yeah. So that's just, you guys know what that is the Deep Breath is the skill you get from beating Onyxia. So he's high level. Right now he's beating me, but we'll see. I'm going to see what else he's got to throw at me. He's got a 10 Quill Boar, so that means he's got a 27 level 27 Quill Boar, which means he's probably got it. Either he plays just a crap ton of PvP, or he's got crap ton of PvP, or he's got them up to legendary. So the dude spends a lot of money on the game. If for him to have a Quill Boar and a Safe Pilot, by the way, those are the two minis I'd choose to also go to legendary first. They're the most used minis in the game for every matchup. Safe Pilot for the AoE and just like the instant attack, and of course the Quill Boar for the tank, the two mana tank. He's a beast. So we'll see what happens here. I kind of messed up there. I was trying to do I tried to do the harpies the one direction, but I kind of screwed up, but it kind of worked out for me because they split and half of them went at the gargoyle, and I don't think it did any damage to me. So right now we're even Steven in terms of stuff. I'm kind of just waiting for my gold to build so that I can cycle through and do a Murkai push. So he's gonna probably just own me. Luckily I had, Safe House is just so good. He does so much AoE. So I'm going to throw Quilber out there, be very aggressive with this one. He's going to Deep Breath me, guarantee it, and destroys most of my crap. Do you see how good that spell is? It's crazy, right? But I'm going to push into him because I'm like, come on, I can do this. I'm like, I got defense. There's hope. There's hope for me now. There's hope. I never say it's over until it's over, but it's looking okay on this one. He's going to deep breath me. Ooh. Yep, deep breath me. This is not good. Gonna try to distract the guy, get him away from me. Oh, this is looking hairy. Come on, play it out there. Okay. Some odd seconds. Oh my god. Deep breath, and I still got him. Right? So, level 10. There you go. Largely because Harvest Golem stunned him and kept them at bay. So, I'm going to play another beast because that didn't put me high enough in the points. So we will see. All right, so the next matchup is... Okay, so he's a gold 2. So he's underranked for me. Doesn't really mean anything. There's still some very good players that just haven't played as much PvP. But I am outranking him. As you can see, I'm a 9. His tower is a 7, so I'm 2 levels above his tower. So in theory, I should be able to just own him. But, I mean, it doesn't always mean that this is the case, right? So Baron's really good if you're like new to the game or trying to regress and figure things out. Baron's a really good starter. Really good starter hero just because he's got the passive of those little mage guys that come out and they chip away and do some damage, and even Baron's pretty tanky. So, but as you'll see always, my strategy in these is just to do as much damage as I possibly can before overtime, and then just win in overtime. So this is looking okay for me. I'm way outranking him. He should have like a save pilot or something, but he doesn't. So it looks like it's the end of times for him. So there's actually some really good like counters to Murkai. So if you have like the chain lightning, especially the one that you can like use twice, like you have that talent on it, it can really shut it down. And you'll see like good players, if they see you're playing the Murkai, they will put Blizzard wherever you put down your Murkai, so that because once Murkai dies, then you don't spawn all the little minis. So there's a lot of higher level players that can really counter Murkai deck with the right setup. Chain lightning is very effective though. So cool. So let's see here. This is another level 10. Okay, he's actually Platinum 3 like me, but he is definitely outranking me. So we'll see what he's got. Okay, so he's got level 9s. I wonder what his level 10 is. Probably Safe Pilot and Cold War. We'll see though, right? Okay, he's actually got... So he chose to level his whelp eggs up to Legendary. So he has level 10 whelp eggs. That's like the only mini I could level up to Legendary, but I'm not going to do it because there's like 3 reasons. One, you have to have level 27. You have to basically be a level 26 before upgrading him, because the only way you'll have to be level 27, and then once you level him to upgrade to Legendary, then he'll be a 28, which then puts him at 10 because it's over 9, right? So 9 divided by, or 27 divided by 3 is still 9, so you need to have it 1 higher than that. So until you have any mini who's epic at a level 27 on their own, then it's really not worth you even upgrading to the Legendary. 1, it's very expensive, and 2, it is just not really worth it. So because you're not going to even see the difference between 9 and 10. So, okay, this one's going okay, a little worse than the other. No damage is really being done, and these decks are a pain. Like I really don't like playing against the healer Taurin or Tauren. I think his name's Tauren. But you see how he's playing smart. Like he's playing he's playing save pilot on my Murkai, the purple Murkai, the one that like spawns. So you basically, if you play against Murkai, that's what you want to do. You want to get rid of their, definitely just get rid of their Murkai, and we can, so that you can't spawn more. And then he's actually playing pretty good defensive here, so I'll get a few hits off with Prowler, but he's using the Whelpegs very defensively, which is pretty cool. And depending upon the minions, it's definitely working out better. So anyway, you all also notice in my Murkai deck, I have the other little teeny Murkai, whatever those things are called, with the bubbles. That's really good. I like them just because, like, when you save pilot them, they don't die. Well, I guess if you have the burn, they die. But they're pretty good. They're pretty good. So he's going to get through. Of course, he's blocking. He's playing very defensively, and he's going to beat me because of it. But look at, so he has Quillbore and his Whelpegs. So that basically means every one of his minis is at least a 25, and he's got 2 minis. Well, actually 3. He has 3 minis that are 10. Notice that. He's got Safe Pilot, Quillbore, and Whelpegs. So this dude spends some dollar bills. I know so, because I've spent quite a bit on this game, and I'm not even close to that. So, yeah, so this is going to be troublesome. So ideally, if you had a spell, I'm playing pretty much, with this level, I play a spellless deck for all of them. But if I had like a sheep polymorph, I'd be like the happiest guy alive right now. Because polymorph would take down both those leaders with, some backup. So, but he's defending this very well. I'm very screwed because in OT he's going to take me. He's already, I think, got more damage away from my base than I do, and he knows it. So I'm going to defend here. Yeah, and he's got spells. I forgot that too. So yeah, he's playing this well. He's playing this well. So I'm doing that to try to defend, but he's got me because of the spells. I can't do anything about him. I can't get to his base because of the Whelpegs, and I can't get, so yeah. He basically is using kind of the tactic I use with Jaina, except he uses Whelpegs instead of the Harvest Column. So, good tactic, good play from him. And I lost in overtime. But, as you notice, I didn't just get owned. Defended my own. So hopefully I think I play a Rend battle here pretty soon. But we'll see. Still rocking the Murkai. Okay, so this guy is Platinum 1. And he's lower level than me. He's got 8 towers. So he's lower level than, his minis are lower level than me, and also his ranking is lower level than me. So we'll see. I've definitely been owned before by by people who are lower level than me. So it just depends. Sometimes you make mistakes. But we will see. Going in for the attack. So the reason I do this is because, yeah, see how I took out the Drake, which was good. He's got Harpies, which is a great defensive tool. But the good news is I've already done some damage here, right? So in my mind, I'm like, okay, let's wait. And I forgot I added a spell at some point in time. I think it was after that game. I'm like, I gotta have some something to do for those people who have decks that are similar to mine that are very defensive. I missed the Harpies on that. That was painful. It's too bad. Hopefully I got them. So we'll see what happens here. I will be defending with Harvest Golem, hopefully in a second here. Has some hesitation on what I want to do. So obviously, of course, my plan here is going to be to distract, but it's not going to work because... So, okay. This is going to be interesting. I think I should just, yeah, I guess I made that choice because I would get more Murkai out of it, right? So once again, playing this pretty well. I mean, using the quill board to distract. He's doing pretty good too, though. He's doing decent for sure. So he's distracting. That was a good play by him. But I'm still chipping away, still getting some damage in there. Gonna try to block this little... He's gonna try to also block it, but I got him. So it is what it is, but it's gonna save up some gold. So it's really like you want to plan your pushes, right? So I'm fine. He's got a few things out there, but it's gonna be better for me if I do something like this, and then even if I have a distraction. So this is looking good so far. I'm gonna try to destroy his main rend. He's got a good play coming up there, which is unfortunate, but guess who's still going? My Harvest Golem's still going, still cracking. So you'll see he's still in trouble. I mean, I've gotten more damage done to him than he's got me. He's playing some good plays, but I'm just not really concerned. I'm just going to wait for it, I think, here at this point. Yep. Throw that out there. Still not doing any damage to me. It wasn't a bad play to try to do that, but what is he going to do? Take my side tower? I don't care. You know. So I think it's the beginning of the end for him. Yeah, so I play that over there because I want to distract so I can hopefully get that guy. The burn pretty much does it, but I'm just trying to add insult to injury. Nice little blizzard. Cycle through. And, I mean, at this point, pretty confident. Obviously, I got my good old Harvest Golem on standby. So what is he going to do? Going to kill my Harvest Golem, and then he's going to get stunned. And then it's going to be time over or I beat him. So yeah. So you guys are hopefully understanding the tactic. It's kind of a boring play style, but like, as you can see, I'm progressing at a high level. I've taken, my battles with the 10, I beat a 10, and then I got, barely beat by another 10 in overtime. So at least holding my own. And yeah, I'm not low level. I'm 9. I mean, most of my minis are 9s. So, but still, holding my own. Okay, so this guy, he's a Platinum 1, and he is in 8, so I outrank him. So we'll see what happens here. Swell pegs are low level. Yeah. So the only reason I did that was because, I can get more Murkai out. Oh, and you look at his talents. His talents are also very bad. I mean, he doesn't even have the main talent you need for Baron, right? The one that does the mages. Unless I missed that. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. I might have just missed it. That was a good play by him, though. So I'm hesitating. So we'll see what happens here. Murkai is out. Should have waited to save more stuff because I only got a few out now, but it should be okay here. I hate how they do AoE. It's annoying. Like, those mages are really good. They do a lot of damage. So the thing about well pegs is they do splash damage. So that's why you saw me lose that fight there. So this guy's holding his own. I'm not even doing that much. Like, he's holding his own. Made an interesting call to take my side tower, but we'll see what happens there. I'm going to let this thing do some chip damage. I don't know what I'm doing over there. I'm like, yeah, I don't want that one. So anyway. So we'll get a bunch of guys out. He's got this. Alright, so well pegs would have been really helpful in this scenario, but I didn't have any. So, oh, good save pilot from him. Yep, and then I'm just going to play another one out here. Oh, look at, it's going for him. So anyway, no one's really getting any damage done to each other, so it is what it is. But we will see. Yep, so trying to distract here. Didn't really need to. There's nothing that was going to be air attack me, but good save pilot. He has been doing that well. I mean, I think he's, like, in my opinion, this guy's pretty decent for being under-leveled. Like, I think he's doing well. And that's, like, a tribute to Baron. Baron's a very good beginner player leader. Just because, like I said, the chip damage, he has pretty good defensive, and if you play him well, it's good. So at this point, I'm just like, okay, I need to do some damage to this guy. Got to do some damage, or else nothing's gonna get done. So I also realized, I'm like should be owning him right now just because I'm higher ranked. So finally got some damage done to him. It was finally a good push. Coming up on overtime here in a second, or in 20 seconds. But that little the other golem guy with the cannibalism talent, he's really difficult to kill, and he's actually very great defensive unit. So we're coming up on the times here. 1 minute and counting. But like I said, I thought he did a pretty good job holding me off. The only reason I even did that aggressively was because of how many of the little Murkai guys you can get out. Is I knew that, the more gold you spend, the more little Murkais you get. So he's got 30 some odd seconds. He's got I have harvest golem up to bat there in a second. And he just really has no chance. Got nothing. I don't know why he's not going for my main. He must not realize that he has to do damage to my main to win. I don't know. But it's over. So he made it through overtime though. Thought he was a good player. Okay. So I think I only have a few more here. I'm really hoping that I can show you guys. I think I'd do a Ren fight here eventually. We'll see though. Some of the other YouTubers actually cut out these scenes that are, make the video more boring. But I don't have that much time. Got 5 kids, so. Okay, so we're back to good old Jaina. So again, strategy with Jaina is to execute on the base and then focus on staying alive. So hesitating here. I guess I don't really know the time. So the one thing they did say in the patch notes or that the patch that's going to be released here pretty soon is they're going to have the chests when they spawn on maps. They're going to spawn after 15 seconds, not right away. So I think that's actually a good change. So I'll pick up here in a second. So I wish that they even these levels a little bit more. You see, I'm playing against a 6, and I'm basically a 9. It's really unfair when you outlevel him that much, right? As you can see, do you see how much of his damage my execute takes away? It's like insane. It's really hard for them to have a chance. So I just wish it was a little more level or even, especially if you take out Murkai. I mean, look at now he can't spawn anything else. And a lot of the lower level people who are actually up at past the 3K range, they use like a cheese strategy to get there. So like cheese and like when you're at this level or higher up this way, it just never works out very well because everybody knows how to counter, right? We're used to playing the cheese decks. So Bulava plays still with the snappers, the goblins, and he does them so well. It's insane. Like he always finds damage. So, but you don't see too many people playing those at this level. But the good news is like there's less like, you know, just all in rush decks. A lot of times they go for the towers. Like for whatever reason, like once you get to the higher level ones, they don't do as much tower play for some reason. I guess they did in the last map, but with this map, it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. It just seems like just go for the main tower and call it a day. But I don't know. Like I said, he's got way under his minion levels are just way too low. That's why I'm owning him right now. Yep. And now it's the beginning of the end. Last execute, and it's done. So, anyway, I wanted to record. I know that this is kind of boring, but I just wanted to give like quite a few matches of, you know, playing different heroes, kind of similar strategies, but just, you know, to show you what it's like playing up here in the higher levels and why it's kind of hard to climb. Just because you are playing against people who many times outlevel you. Murkai, and he's level 10. Oh, and I know this guy too. Nicely. See how he's Dark Iron 2. So he is up there. It's probably gonna get whaled. When they outlevel you and when they outlevel you in like mini level and they outlevel you in like, you know, they're way up there. So they just have a lot of experience and you know, it's really challenging. A lot of people are using those big, I don't know what they're called, earth element golems, whatever they're called. So I'm just gonna have to try to defend. He's got a lot of things coming at me. Without these little stun golems, I'd be so dead right now. Harvest golem for the win. But yeah. So I think Murkai is difficult to play against. And also look at, since he's a 10 and I'm a 9, my execute doesn't do as much damage as you know, they would normally. But he's going to continue to put pressure. So he's putting pressure with this earth golem or whatever it's called. And it's really annoying because my strategy is to do the same thing. Chip away at him until overtime. But guess who is very good in overtime? Murkai. Because, you know, they rely on gold. And I'm not using chain lightning, so I don't really have much of a defense. So, yeah, you know, I'll be lucky to just stay to overtime in this one. We will see, though. We will see. Okay. He's kind of saving up for his next huge attack. I had a really good save pilot hit on the one. So I'm trying to stop the attack. Still got 6 of them out, and I didn't even see he got this stupid golem out, which really makes my life difficult. But that's also why these little stun bandits are really good. They give you a lot of time. But as you can see, even though I'm playing okay and he's out leveling me, he's still got more damage on my base. So when it comes to OT, he's gonna destroy me. But note that I'm making it to OT against a 10, so that's one way to look at it. So, as long as Jaina's alive, you still benefit from the 3 levels above. So, my execute is basically an 11, or I'm a 9, so it's a 12. But he's a 10, so it's only doing 60% damage, which is good, but it's not like crazy. So we gotta try to hold off this last one. The stun is amazing. I'll be able to hold this off. However, still not going to be good because he's out leveling me by quite a bit. So, and this should be, I mean, he's going to beat me. He's literally 7 seconds to OT. And the beginning of the end. Got most of them there, so that was decent, but it's just not enough. I needed my I needed a harvest gallon out there. It's too late, and it's over. So it's kind of what I thought would happen. Murkai is against a good player who's out leveling you is a really tough deck to beat. If I had Chain Lightning, it'd be a lot easier to deal with, but I don't. I'm not playing Chain Lightning, so 'tis what it is. Okay, and then this should be the last match I play. I'm hoping it's Rend. I thought I did one Rend, but we will see. Nope, it's yet again a Jaina. So, alright, so we got Jaina, and I think this is my final one. Of course, strategy is the same. This guy is only a Platinum 1, and I'm outranking him or leveling him. Because I'm a 9, he's an 8. So, we'll see what happens. Let's go in Save Pilot. It's only a 7, though. So, we'll see what happens here. But, look at, with that Harvest Golem's done. That was a decent play right there from him. I tried to tank that. It didn't really work. I tried to use Cold Board to tank it, but it didn't work. So, it is what it is. Some of these decks, though, are, like, annoying. So, when he gets... So, just so you know, the Hogger, he has a trait that makes him, faster than, like everybody. And as he levels up... I think it's attack speed and his movement speed and his attack speed go up like a pretty significant amount. I think it's like 10% per time he spawned up. It gets up to 3 times. So it's quite a bit. It's a lot. So yeah, interesting to know why he went that way. But so far I'm doing okay. Confident enough to just execute again. So the one thing I really wish I would have done is the two traits I picked for execute was Bloodthirst, which is the most common one that gives you bloodlust if you're close, which is probably the best talent. But for this deck, it's really helpful if you have there's one that, like, the next horde mini you play cost 1 less gold, and that's a better talent for this build for sure, because I'm already trying to reduce the amount with the Jaina, right? And the only horde thing I have in my deck is execute, so basically you get just a lot of value from it. So I don't know, that's the one talent I don't have because mine's not epic yet. I wish I would have gone with that one, that trait instead of the knockback. But you live and you learn. So, hopefully you guys learn from me and don't make my same mistakes I made. So, it's still the beginning of the end for him. There's no way he's going to survive this. He only got one more execute and it's done. One more execute and it's all over. Didn't even need it. So, cool. Anyway, I hope this, just gameplay kind of shows you how to play at the higher levels. Also let you see some other people's decks. So, anyway, as always, hope this helped and have a great day.